everyone, and welcome to Late Night Scaries. Late Night Scaries is a festival of comedy, horror, and everything that your scary minds and killer hearts would want. This show is a part of a 31-day late night horror-themed comedy shows. I'm your host with no name, and tonight we are very lucky to have an amazing, very scary ass team for you. So let's get ready for Enter the Darkness.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and folk from beyond. It is I, the Lady Gwendolyn William Smythe, here to answer all your otherworldly questions in this earthly domain. If you are there, please remember to call by knocking twice, and you will be answered. I believe we have a caller already on the line who has a difficulty they would like to have examined. Hello?
Oh. Lady Gwendolyn. Lady Gwendolyn.
Yes, my child?
My name is Carol. I am recently deceased. I was killed during a rock slide while in a hot spring. And I'm cursed to
How
wear...
incredibly dramatic.
Lady Gwendolyn. But I'm cursed to wear
Yes?
the rest of my days. What can I do?
Unfortunately, the wardrobe you were in at the moment you died is your wardrobe for the rest of time until you learn to obtain certain corporeal habits, and you can dress yourself at any retail store. But you would take several months to learn how to make contact.
Well, I cannot touch anything physical.
You must learn the ways.
Oh. Thank you, Lady Gwendolyn. Thank you.
I'll see you after your makeover. Poor thing. His robe is not very well fitted. Imagine relaxing at a lovely hot spring and suddenly a rock slide. Oh, heavens to Betsy. What a way to go. Yes, I see our next caller is there. Hello? Hello, my dear.
Yes. Yes. Hello. First of all, happy Halloween to everybody. I had a Halloween related question. So my girlfriend wants to go to a party dressed as sexy Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I told her that was in very poor taste because of the Ruth Bader Ginsburg portion, but she got angry at me and she thinks it's because of the sexy portion. And I gave her some ideas of how she can sort of do a different type of sexy costume. I just think it's too soon.
It is too soon. Yes, there is literally a moratorium on dressing as a living person for at least a decade. However, I would posit, and I did die in the year of our Lord 1895, but my views were far too progressive at the time. I would say that civil rights are very sexy. In fact, there's nothing more sexy than human rights. So I was just wondering if maybe she could dress as, I don't know, Hypatia of Alexandria, or the goddess Athena, you know, another powerful female figure that maybe was a little bit more ancient.
I'll run it by her, but I don't know if she will be receptive.
Well, she can always dress as regular Ruth Bader Ginsburg if she has to wear the pearls and the black gown.
I did suggest that as well. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Happy haunting. Ta-ra. Oh, dear. At least they didn't try and make it a couple's costume. Don't know what he would have been. You see, around this time of year, everyone who's not normally ghastly and ghoulish decides to get involved. However, this year, we are being sequestered and being asked to be a little bit less forward with our social adventures. And I say, just sit at home and eat all the best candy yourself. I mean, I don't understand the problem. This is simple, human beings. You have a digestive tract, you have teeth, go for it. Our next caller is momentarily
Lady
ready.
Gwendolyn, my name's Burnett. I'm a camp counselor. For Halloween, we set up a hunt for the children. We have 100 children. It's been 3.5 hours. 12 are still missing. 12 children are in the woods somewhere. Oh, God. Kids?
How many of them are wearing GPS trackers?
None! This is a state-run camp. We don't have money for trackers. The cabins don't have electricity. They're 5 feet long.
And you left them to their own devices.
What?
You left them to their own devices to wander through the woods at night.
To find candy. It's fun.
Yes, so fun. Nothing is more fun than being disoriented in the dark woods alone.
I thought so too.
Just ask any wolf, which hopefully some of them will still have survived by the morning.
I think I hear some wolves right now.
My suggestion is to take a large radio or noise-making device, put it in a central area, and turn on the sound so the children can find it. Play something really annoying, like that Vengabus song from 20 years ago. You know, something that will really get them running. Of course, they might run away from
all the CDs we have in camp are from 1999.
Yes, exactly. Yes. It should be beacon for them. And also light a beacon, literally set a fire.
One more question. Do you think any of them could be dead?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. Or rather, let's jump off that bridge when we come to it.
I'll continue searching for the children. Children!
Might want to call Mountain Rescue as well. That sounds like a liability lawsuit that I would rather not know about. Their insurance premiums are going to go through the roof. Remember, if you're in charge of children, keeping them alive is your primary responsibility. Our next caller is coming in. Hello, caller, are you there?
Yes, I am, Lady Gwendolyn. How's things with you?
Things are spliffing.
Wonderful. Well, I'll get right down to it. I have become displaced in time. And the only way I can reorient... Yes, displaced in time and space. The only way I can reorient myself is by calling into late night radio shows.
Oh, indeed. And have you called into many, or is this the first?
It was the first one from this time stream, so I have to ask, what year is it?
I do apologize if you've time traveled quite a bit. The year is 2020.
2020?
Yes, you might want to not be in this timeline for a while.
No. I don't want to be in this timeline. Is it too late?
It's the end of October.
It's way too late. I'm sorry. I have to go. I have to go. I'm sorry.
Fare thee well. I would say best wishes, but he already knows what's going to happen. I should have asked him what year he was from, actually. If he's a time traveler, he probably came from the future. Do you know, listeners, the writer, Stephen King, did a prank a little while ago, the master of ghastly, and he invited every time traveler in the known universe to come to a party, but he set the party in the past. So he was at a party by himself in his own house, but no time traveler came. So he disproved time travel and also had a lot of melted punch, I'm sure. Okay, our next caller's on the line. Hello. Hello, is anyone there?
Hello. My name
is
Bartholomew. Long time listener. And dare I say, smeller. Yes, I can smell you.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you smell my lavender perfume?
Yes. And your
Well,
soul.
Bartholomew. Oh, cheers. How can I help you exactly?
I'm in the woods. And I consider myself a vegetarian, but I still have children. Delicious, delicious smelling children. I am tempted.
I see where your dilemma's at. But remember, you've taken a pledge to be vegetarian. You know, you can't just go around eating meat. You'll damage your immune system.
Mm, mm, Then perhaps I kill them and don't eat them.
Yes. It's best to titrate when one adds a new food to the diet, like a little bit of broth, or maybe some tuna fish or something like that, maybe an egg or two. You can't just go eating meat after having not eaten it in quite a while. And also, those children belong to people, you know, families.
Ugh. I was kicked out of my home when I was 4 months old. I have no family.
It's terrible. I'm very sorry to hear that.
Mm.
Most bears have the advantage of being raised in a little family with perfectly temperatured bowls of porridge and little blonde girls who don't know how to knock. But
Not I.
Yes, I'm sorry. I really must advise you not to eat any children or any humans of any kind. It will only end badly for you.
Well, not tonight then. But no promises on tomorrow.
Well,
Thank
the
you.
children are hunting for candy, so maybe you'll find some candy if you go forage in the woods.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're quite welcome. Yes, it's always best if we can avoid general murder or mayhem. Now, technically, it's not murder if an animal murders a human for food, but it seems a little bit too recreational for my liking. Our next caller is coming on the line in just a moment. We'll see what kind of difficult problem they have this evening.
Lady
Only one?
Gwendolyn, hello.
Hello.
Hello, it's me, Reginald. How are you doing?
So nice. So nice to see you, my love.
Yes, it's been ages. I think the last time we saw each other, we were alive.
Yes, indeed. It was 1893, I believe.
1893. Well, I just thought I would, it'd be nice to catch up on old times, but I do actually have a query for you.
Yes, my dear.
So, as you may remember, I'm currently haunting the old Flaversham place.
Oh, indeed, yes.
And as you may remember, the young Squire Flaversham, he has recently turned 16 years of age.
My.
Yes, and I must say, whenever I go to haunt him, I find him in very compromising positions.
In high dudgeon, as it were.
Yes, in flagrante delicto.
You know what I suggest is that you haunt him from beyond the room. You haunt him from the hallway, you haunt him from the attic, the room below, the closet. Don't put yourself under the bed. That's a rookie mistake. You know?
Oh no,
and
he
it's
just turned
always,
16. I can't get away from it.
We're always
It's
more
every room
frightened
of the house.
We're always more frightened of the things we can't see, you know? So I would say go a room or two away and make a scraping sound. They don't like scraping sounds, the living. Take some metal and drag it across the floor. Make sure no one else is home when you do this. He will not enjoy himself.
That's the other
He
thing.
might even never sleep again.
See, that I'm not so worried about, but I want him to grow up to have a healthy sexuality. I want to give him a complex.
Then mightn't you haunt another house, dear?
Oh, if only it were that simple. Don't you know?
Yes. I know it is not. Well, I suggest that you haunt his parents then. If he is, a little bit distracted by his pubescence, then you'll go haunt someone else on the property.
That's actually a quite good idea, because I know absolutely nothing's going on in the parents' bedroom.
Reminds me of good old 1893. Anyway, it's
Oh,
good to see you again.
Yes, I remember fondly. Yes. Talk to you later.
Good to see you again. Ta-ra, dear. A century has passed. He hasn't changed a bit. It's been dead the whole time, that's why. I don't remember 16 very well, but I do remember the first time I haunted one. Ah, yes. We'll just sort of go behind a drapery and move it a little bit. People think they've shut all the windows, but they haven't, and sort of builds from there. But you really want to build. That's the key. Make an entrance and build. Next caller is coming on the line. Wonder if it would be another ghost or someone from the land of the living. I have no idea.
Lady Gwendolyn. It is I, Forsyth. I am the 5th descendant of the executor of your estate. We have been watching your family home since you have passed.
Oh, indeed. I hope you haven't been too busy.
Well, I felt it important to let you know that the trust has dried up. This will be my last day servicing your family.
Do you mean the house will be sold?
Condemned and knocked down and replaced with a children's playground, in fact.
But what of the heirs?
They've no money. My hands are tied.
That is most unfortunate. I suppose I will have to visit them and tell them where to dig up the rest of the fortune and have a vision or whatever that is the humans like to go for. I think I shall do some mirror writing or maybe some automatic writing or, oh, I could use the ghost of Aunt Sally.
Fantastic.
Well, they certainly won't be wealthy anymore, but they shall get by, provided they know how to dig deep enough.
As long as they can by 9 in the morning, we shall be good.
By 9 tomorrow morning?
By 9 tomorrow morning.
Oh, my goodness. Well, how fast can I liquidate bullion? I don't know anymore. It's simply impossible. Could we get an extension to Monday morning?
Sunday. Sunday's the best I can do. By lunch.
A banker that works on Sundays? Good Lord.
Well, no reputable one, of course, but if it's gold you have, there are means.
Well, I suppose I shall be rather busy after my radio shift this evening. If I could turn this whole thing out in less than 72 hours, it shall be a miracle. But thank you for letting me know. I cannot believe these people cannot pay their bills on time.
I do hope to work with you again in the future.
Well, I shall be dead forever, so ta-ra.
Ta.
There's usually, I don't like lawyers on the show, but when they're out of their my own interest, I do not mind talking to them. You know, there was a famous case 300 years ago of a man who didn't sign his will because he needed some new spectacles to make a proper signature. And having failed to sign his will, he promptly died. And the lawyers argued the case between his heirs and of the estate for 350 years until the trust dried out. Of all the things I could accuse that man of, I wouldn't accuse him of that. I think we'll take another call from someone else. Hopefully, maybe someone not the legal profession. Hello? Is there a caller on the line?
Yes. Long-time listener, big fan of your show. So here's the deal. It's a little bit of like a business question, not legal, but I don't know, kind of legal. Anyways, middle manager of hell, stick circle, heresy. Let's just say things have sort of stagnated over the years. Because, like the circles of hell are built on a very sort of Judeo-Christian like structure. There's not a lot of things that count as heresy nowadays.
No.
Things have gotten a lot more lenient. Christians are a lot cooler nowadays. They're letting a lot of things slide. Some of them, yes. The ones that are in charge, and that's what's important.
Yes, the very educated ones, strangely, seem to be more open-minded. And yes, so you're all alone among the heretics, is what you're saying. It's very sparsely populated down there.
There's not a lot of there's not a lot of room for advancement. And I'm not going to name any names, but let's just say an organization did reach out to me, and they might want me to go topside.
To come back, to cross over again.
No, like I'd still be a demon, a hellspawn, but it's just, they're not finding a lot of good human candidates for this particular corporation. They need
And
someone, yeah.
mm, and you've signed paperwork that says you won't disclose what this company is. Or can you tell us?
I just don't think that I should. I don't want to ruin my chances.
Come on.
And also,
No, it'll be fine.
I also just I don't want I don't want the big guy downstairs to find out.
Lucifer,
I don't want to know too
he's a
many.
darling. Very misunderstood. Just wanted to branch out. Just wanted a little bit more equality among the angels. Well, can you give us a hint? Just an industry hint.
Oh, I might have to move to Seattle.
Okay, yes. It's quite different climate in Seattle than there is down in Hades, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, it's either that
Even though
or I stay in the infernal city of Dis and commute. But that's kind of a long commute,
it's a very long commute. I wouldn't do that, no.
But they did tell me that there was a lot of room to move around, a lot of room for upward mobility, so to speak, within this organization. They're in charge of billions of dollars. Just looking for some sort of guidance, with any sort of wisdom you might have for me, job wise.
I would say make sure to really prepare your CV. Really know everything, the timelines. Be prepared to talk about your achievements. And when they say what's your plan for the next 5 years, say something really outlandish, like I plan to take over the world, and see how they react. But also dress very sharp and wear very polished shoes.
That's a good point. Shoes for hooves. Got to think about that.
Yes, indeed. Okay, well, make sure to get your hooves well shod before your interview, okay?
Yes, I will do that. Thanks, Lady Gwendolyn. Love your show.
You're welcome. I think we have time for one more caller. Let me see. Hello? Is there anyone there?
Oh, hi, Lady Gwendolyn. My name's Putter.
Hello.
I'm a jogger and an exercise enthusiast. And I just, like jogging's my thing. And lately, when I'm out jogging, I'm not paying a lot of attention at the crosswalks, because F those cars. But lately, I've had a lot of near misses with trucks and buses, and honestly, I'm getting kind of a thrill out of it. And my question is, if I get hit by one of them and I die, is that a sin?
Well, even the church has bent its rules on this a little bit. I don't think there are any daredevils in the afterworld that I've run into that have suffered punishment, Usually they died of a ripe old age, but sometimes they do die at their peril. You're not jumping any chasms or lighting yourself on fire or anything, are you?
I hadn't thought about it until now. Right now, I'm just dodging buses and semis.
Well, please don't. There's lots of different kinds of adrenaline junkies, as it were. Some people like to lean over at great heights. Some people like to play with dangerous animals. Some people like to ride in roller coasters that don't necessarily have safety measures.
Yep.
Have you been injured at all?
Not yet, but yesterday I felt the bumper of a bus just right on my ankle.
I think you might be playing a little fast and loose with the laws of fate, my good lad.
What can I say? It gets me excited.
Well, have you thought about something that's more supervised? Like maybe bungee jumping or base jumping or other kinds of jumping?
I love those ideas. I think I'll give those a thought. Thanks a bunch.
I would just avoid the winding country roads. They're very
All right.
treacherous.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's all the time we have this week for our ghosts, ghouls, humans, demons, and everyone beyond. We'll be here some other time, some other place to answer all your questions, otherworldly or earthly worldly. And just want to say to Reginald, good luck in haunting. Happy Halloween, everyone, and let's hope that we get through the rest of 2020 all right, regardless of what that young time traveler said. Thank you so much. This has been Enter the Darkness, where all your questions have an answer.
Wow. That was an amazing show. I might need to call on Lady Gwendolyn after all the purging I do tonight. Thank you all for coming to the show. You can find out about all the late night scary shows at latenightscaries.com. We'll be back tomorrow for the evilest of evil days. My favorite days tomorrow. So tune in for some creepy shows. Thank you to Pop Up Improv for sponsoring the festival. And everyone just have a really creepy and scary night.